His campaign slogan was to make America great again, not to be a racist bigot. That's not what we elected him for. He was elected to keep our United States safe. He was elected to keep our America safe, to keep us as America safe. Not make derogatory, racist remarks about other countries. Those are the two main things. Those have been top of newscast every day. That him and sexual misconduct or harassment in the workplace, and how it's hitting Hollywood, how it's hitting the people that do the news and stuff. It's pretty bad. Families are being ruined. Families are being broken. Jobs are being lost. People are being, everybody's downgrading their opinion of certain people. It happens, unfortunately. But we have the power to stop it. But when are we going to stop it? When is enough enough? When are we all going to come together and say the same thing, have pretty much generally the same goal? Our lives would be so much easier if we just do it that way. I understand temptation. I get it. I know. I have temptations all the time. I have thoughts all the time, but it just depends on how you deal with it, how you handle it. How do you react to it? If you don't act on it, then you're not wrong. Thoughts are not against the law, and they're not grounds for divorce. They're not grounds for separation. They're thoughts. Everybody's got thoughts. Learn how to learn when you should react and act on those thoughts, or learn when you should pull back and keep them. Just relax and take it easy. Take it one step at a time. Sit back and watch and listen. Stop having your hand out to grab somebody. Stop opening your mouth and running it before you know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to start a conversation. You have a problem with what I said tonight? You know how to get a hold of me. 210-708-8701 or at bdhammond45@gmail.com. Feel free. Contact me. You want to chat live? We can put the chat on right now. You want to chat with me? You can log in. You can invite your friends. Come on to Facebook. You can go through via email if you like. You can contact me. I'm right here. My name is Brian. I'll be glad to have a conversation with you. That's what I'm here for. I'll be glad to talk to you. You have a point of view that you want to make. You have a point you want to make. That's why this is going on. And Katie Kirk, if you're out there, Katie Kirk and anybody that's involved in sexual harassment, whether it be male or female, I invite you to be live on my show and tell your story. I invite you to be live. There is no judgment here. I'm not going to judge you. I don't ridicule, and I don't rip people over the coals. I mainly want to find out what's going on. Where does it end? These people have got to be allowed to talk. These people have got to. It's about time that people are standing up. I'm thankful that some people are. I'm thankful there are people out there that are willing to come forward. If you're out there and you haven't come forward yet, and you've been a victim of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, verbal abuse by your boss or anybody at your work, come forward. It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to stand your ground and say you won't take any more. Period. Megan Kelly, you do a good thing by talking to those people, getting them to open up. Thank you. It's a shame you're a part of the fiasco if it's true. Megan Kelly, I wouldn't mind having you on my podcast. I like to ask you a couple questions myself. I don't know who else is involved and don't really matter. But she has, Megan Kelly has had trouble in her past, whether it's her fault or the past employer's fault, makes no difference. I'd just like to know more about it. But I'd certainly like to talk to the people that are getting mistreated and harassed at work sexually or verbally even. I'm right here. All you gotta do is call me. All you gotta do is email me. You can talk to me about anything you want. Yes, we're gonna be live. Yes, a lot of people are gonna hear it. But it's time for people to understand that somebody's got to take a stand. And the victims, it's time for you to take a stand. Nobody's gonna do it. Nobody can do anything to you. It's called wrongful termination if they fire you for it. Okay? There are laws to protect your victims. There's also laws to protect people that are innocent. It goes both ways. But I'm interested to find out. If you want to know how to connect with this show, you want to know more about my show, what I mean, what I stand for, call me. I'll tell you directly. Listen, I have about 3 or 4 things I'm very passionate about. You know what they are? Elderly, my health care, animals, dogs, cats, it don't matter. I'll take them all. Children. Why do you think I got a miniature baseball team? Or, hey, it's sad, but the animals didn't, when animals get abused, they didn't ask to be here. Children, when they get mistreated at home, or they come from a broken family or whatever, or they're abused verbally, physically, or anything else, they didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask. They don't get to choose their parents. I know I didn't get to choose my parents. I kept looking at my birth certificate all the time. Only to find out that, guess what? They were my family. Unfortunately. You choose where you work. You can choose your friends. You can choose how you act, how you talk. You can choose your religion, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe, whether you do believe but you're just unsure. Or maybe you do believe. Maybe you're curious. Read your Bible. Tell me where sexual misconduct in a workplace is okay. Tell me where it's okay to violate somebody else's body after they said no and after you made them feel uncomfortable and they don't like it. When is that right? When is it right to threaten somebody that you're violating, that somebody else is violating? If you're violating somebody, you know what? I've downgraded my opinion of you. If you have to downgrade and you have to threaten and scare somebody to not say something about something you're doing you know is wrong, you're a coward. Why people do that, I don't know. Bullies are no better now than they were years ago. And that's just exactly what it stands. That's exactly what I think it is, a bully. Women are being bullied in the workplace. Sometimes it's a man being bullied in the workplace. It's just like kids being bullied in school, being bullied online, or being bullied outside their neighborhood, playing, riding their bikes, playing hide and go seek, whatever. It doesn't make any difference. It's still wrong. We as parents don't know what the signs are, but we're learning the hard way, some of us. Some of us actually know because we've been through it. We were bullied as kids. We were bullied in school. We were bullied when we played. I don't want to see that happen. I'd like to help. That's what I'm here for. I'd like to help. If nothing else, I'll listen. Okay? No, I've never been mistreated at work. Well, yes, I have, but it was so long ago, I'm not even going to go into it. It was way back when I was young. I was a teenager. And believe me, I'm not a teenager anymore. Okay? Of course, I'm not older than the Count of Bedrock either. Nor am I dead. But, again, I have a pre-recorded podcast I'm going to play about sexual misconduct and harassment, which we will do in just a few moments. We'll be right back after this. Thank you. Well, we're back. I had time to wet my whistle, get my drink. I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of your weekend. I didn't mean to yell at you. If I offended you, I do apologize. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I do this. But if you have been mistreated, if you have had or being harassed at work, whether you're male or female, whether you're a spouse or a family member, and it's happening and you know about it, let me know. bdhammond45@gmail.com. You can catch this show anytime you want. You can download it. You can catch it on demand. You can catch it on Twitter, Facebook, iTunes. You can catch it on Google Play. You can catch it on all your devices, including the Alexa device, through Amazon.com. Or through Amazon at least. I don't know if it's Amazon.com. But here you go. That's the thing. That's how you can reach it. Or you can tune in at www.speakerstudio.com/user. Okay, and you'd be the user because you're listening to me. Or you can just download it. You can catch it on demand. Either way, you can still get it. You don't want to listen to it now. You want to listen to it later, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whatever. That's fine. It will still be there. I'm sure there's going to be more controversy. There's going to be more backlash from all this. I'm sure I'm going to get backlash for this. But that's okay. Either way, I'm still here. I'm all ears. If you want to talk, you've been a victim, you know what to do. bdhammond45@gmail.com or 210-708-8701. Anyway, sit back, relax. We're going to listen to this right now. It's about a 34-minute thing. I've talked almost 30 minutes of it. So we'll probably have to break it down into 2 segments. But here you go. Sit back, relax, and let's see what they have to say about this.
Brought to you by Digital Freedom Productions. Welcome to Vagina Chronicles podcast, not the idle chit-chat in your mother's kitchen. Our hosts, Tanette Blizzard and Angela Stoner, women like you've never heard before. Real, tough, Vaginas Chronicled, amplifying women's voices since 2005.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm Tonette Blizzard.
And I'm Angela Stoner. Hi.
And today we're going to talk about sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yes.
And it is a huge and heavy topic. It gets me really fired up, sometimes even angry. I will try to keep my peace in check, but
maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't.
I don't know. I'm just going to share with everybody that's listening right now that just, 2 minutes before we started this show, we were just talking about it and, steam and flames coming out of the ears. So.
Oh, yeah. I was already,
maybe it won't be contained.
Yeah, you're right. And maybe it shouldn't be because, what we have to say today, we're going to illuminate a whole lot of things. And I think it's going to be something that we need to keep talking about. We're still in a sad state of affairs when it comes to women and equality in the workplace in regards to sexual harassment.
Definitely.
And how we're treated.
I want to interject here just that I think it might be the biggest lie that we're told about equality in the workplace. Perhaps wages are coming up, getting a little more equal. There's still a huge discrepancy, but the way women are treated in the workplace is by and large not equivalent to the way men are treated.
No, absolutely not. And like I was just saying before we started the show, when you're in college or even in high school and, things like that are absolutely not tolerated. You either go to the principal's office or you're brought up in front of the dean or whatnot if any kind of sort of sexual harassment happens.
You have a clear track of